AI is becoming increasingly more commoditized, and here's exactly how to make sure you profit off of it. Okay. And so large language models, LLMs, are becoming commoditized as their development and deployment costs decrease and open source alternatives proliferate. Increased accessibility, standardized APIs, and competition among providers drive down prices, making advanced language capabilities widely available. This democratization shifts focus from proprietary technology to innovative applications, with businesses prioritizing integration and customization over building their own models. Okay, so this essentially means that companies like OpenAI, XAI, these companies that are building these large, dumping in billions of dollars worth of resources into these LLMs like ChatGPT, Grok, these are becoming more and more commoditized because prices are being driven down and accessibility is increasing. Okay, and so what does this mean? Well, where will most of the value be created and captured? And the person that will be answering this question first will be Jason from the All In podcast. I mean, this guy's damn near a billionaire. I think he's a centimillionaire, has hundreds of millions of dollars. But basically, in the most recent episode, he said that LLMs are becoming commoditized. Most of the value will be created and captured at the application and robotics level. So what does this mean? Well, just as affordable digital storage enabled YouTube and widespread GPS technology fueled Uber, the commoditization of large language models lowers costs and barriers, allowing innovative applications to be built on top of them. This shift transforms LLMs from a competitive edge into a foundational tool, driving broader adoption and industry transformation. And so basically what this is saying, the innovation of affordable digital storage allowed for YouTube, an application, to be built on top of it. Same with the innovation of GPS technology allowed the company of Uber to be built on top of it. And the innovation of these LLMs, these large language models, will allow many more applications and, sometime in the near future, robotics to be built on top of them, which is where most of the value and money will be created and captured. So this is just foundational technology that's going to help applications to be built on top of it. And that's where most of the value and money will be captured. And so what are the different levels of AI monetization? Well, at the bottom, the lowest level, we have NVIDIA GPUs. This is literally what powers these large language models. Thousands of these chips are put into data centers and data clusters, and this gives the compute. This is sort of the energy for these large models. And, NVIDIA has made a shit ton of money. It's worth damn near $1 trillion or $2 trillion. And, I think they're either the first or second largest company by market cap. And, this is the lowest level. And a level above that, you have the actual foundational models that are being built on top of the NVIDIA GPUs. So this is ChatGPT, this is Llama, this is, recently DeepSeek, who's found a much more efficient way to use these GPUs. But these are your large language models that still you need billions and billions of dollars worth of resources and some of the smartest talent, the smartest people in the world working alongside you to help you build this. And then a level above that, we have applications that are built on top of these foundational models. And so some of these applications, you have different ones like VAPI AI, Air AI, across a whole bunch of domains, solving different problems. For example, VAPI AI and Air AI, they'll solve the problems of calling leads, but then you have other applications that, solve the problem of customer service or, UGC content. There's so many different applications. And this is, where as of now, most of the value is being created. Okay. And these are built on top of the foundational models. And then a level above that, you have selling AI infrastructures. Okay, and what exactly is that? I'm about to walk you through it in just a second, but we're the top level. We leverage what these applications are being built on top of, and we sell them, and we package it into a service to sell for 5, 10, 15 grand to various different markets and solving a very specific problem that, is in high demand. And so why is selling AI infrastructure is by far the best opportunity to get into? Well, first of all, it's the easiest, it's the lowest barrier to entry opportunity to get into. It's the quickest way to build wealth, and you're already leveraging what is already built. And the truth is, if you want to get into any of these other levels of AI monetization, if you don't have billions and billions of dollars worth of resources and the smartest people in the world around you helping you build it up, then you have no competitive chance of competing with any of the big players who are already partaking in these opportunities. And so how do you actually sell AI infrastructures? Well, first you need to realize, how do you fight AI commoditization? And as each day passes, AI is getting easier and more common to sell. So how do you fight this? The same way you fight normal commoditization. You make your offer more valuable by solving the entire gap for your prospect. You want to package your offer in an AI scaling system. On an AI scaling system, I use that in AI infrastructure interchangeably. It means the same exact thing. So you want to package your offer in an AI infrastructure. An AI infrastructure is a system of AI tools and other mechanisms packaged into an offer to solve the entire gap app for your prospect and scale their business. Okay. And so this is what a commodity AI offer looks like. Recently these AI voice dialers, different platforms like Vapi, AI, GHL, they all came out with these voice dialers, and people have been selling them like crazy. And, as more platforms come out with this, it becomes more and more accessible, and the barrier to entry to actually sell these mechanisms, these AI tools like voice dialers, gets lower and lower, and it's easier to sell, which means more people can sell them. Okay. And so what is a commodity AI offer? It's a low barrier to entry. It's high competition, and you can only charge maybe 500 to 1,500 bucks if you're lucky. And it's becoming easier and easier to implement. So it's increasingly becoming a commodity. Okay. And so how do you fight this? Well, you want to package it into an AI infrastructure. So solving the same problem of, getting your prospect from their current situation to their desired situation, you want to have a better offer. So instead of just solving one problem, which with the AI voice dialer, which was, lead nurture, calling leads, you want to solve every problem to make it inevitable from your prospect to reach their desired situation. Okay. So when you choose your market, you identify what is their desired situation that everyone wants to reach. So in this instance, we want to take them from no customers to lots of customers. And the main thing that's stopping them from the three problems that need to be solved is their offer, their lead gen, and their lead nurture. Okay. And then you choose the mechanisms that you want to solve each problem with. So for example, when it comes to the offer, you can review their current offer and then create a new offer for them. This is simply just consulting. Then lead gen, you can run their ads for them. Maybe, consult them on content, running a community, whatever you want. And then lead nurture, this is where the AI mechanism or the AI tool comes into play, and you can set up an AI voice dialer and maybe give them their CRM, GHL snapshot, whatever you want. Just make sure it's leveraged and it's as productized as possible. And so compare this to this offer, you're actually solving every single problem that's stopping your prospect from reaching the desired situation. Where this one, you're just simply setting up one mechanism that everyone else can set up, because it's getting easier and easier to, set up these voice dialers or, these simple mechanisms. Okay. But don't be fooled. Just because it's a lower barrier opportunity doesn't mean it's easier to succeed in. Okay. It's lower barrier means that more people are going to partake in the opportunity, which means you're going to have more competition, which means it's harder to separate yourself, which is ultimately going to be harder to succeed. But higher barrier opportunities, less people partake in them because they don't want to put in the work up front and actually put in work to create an offer that's valuable, which means you have less competition. You can separate yourself easily, and it's easier to succeed. Okay, so higher barrier to entry, which means lower competition. You can charge anywhere from 5 to 10 to 15, even 20 grand and upwards, depending on your market and the problem you're solving. You get paid in proportionate to the problem you're solving. So the more painful the problem you're solving, the more you're going to get paid. And this takes effort to set up and fulfill, which means it's always going to be valuable. The second that you can do this with one click of a button, it's not going to be valuable anymore, because everyone can do it. And there's if everyone can do it, then the supply, there's no demand for it, since everyone can do it themselves. And so if you want to learn how to partake in this massive trend that AI is creating, the massive opportunity that AI is creating, you can go ahead and join our community for free in the description. 100% free. We're teaching agencies how to set up AI infrastructures and how to separate themselves from all the other agencies and all the typical agencies, AI agencies who are selling these types of offers. So you can start selling these packages for 10, 15, 20K upfront to businesses, because they are very in demand. It's the first link in the description. It's completely for free, and I'll see you on the inside.